Hello. Hello and welcome to another PlanBee live learning session. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you can all hear me. I can see that there are several of you here already, some who have joined me before, so welcome back. My name is Mr. Ryan and today I'm your teacher, and I'm really looking forward to today because we are doing a Year 1-2 lesson, so that's for Key Stage 1 children, although of course, as always, slightly younger or slightly older children are very welcome to join us too. We're doing history today, and the history lesson we're doing is from a PlanBee scheme of work called Communication Then and Now. And in a few minutes' time, we will get started with our session properly. But we'll just allow, as usual, a few minutes for people to arrive and just go through a few things for newcomers as well. Before I do that for newcomer parents, I have a task for all of the children, our history students here today, to get involved with straight away. And this is something that you will need to think about, and you, if you are working with a partner, can talk to them about this, or you can tell me your ideas in the live chat. So let me show you today's starter task. Here we are. So this is what we're going to be learning today. Today we'll be finding out about early writing systems. And we'll find out more about what that means shortly. But here's today's starting task. This is Harvey. Harvey has an uncle who lives a long way away in Australia. Harvey wants to tell his uncle about his part in the school play, but it's too far to visit. Now, I wonder, how could Harvey get in touch with his uncle to tell him about the school play? Thinking about that now, talking to your partner, writing things down on a piece of scrap paper if you want to, or telling me in the live chat. How could Harvey get in touch with his uncle in Australia to tell him about the school play? As many answers as you can think of, off you go. Okay, parents, welcome and thank you. We'll just go through a few things now as people are still arriving. Here's what's happening today. This is a Key Stage 1 lesson today that we're using. So the session will be slightly quicker on the input, and we'll just try and keep the pace up a little bit quicker than usual. So we'll start in a few minutes. Then there's a task for children to get on with on their own for about 15 minutes at most. And during that time we can have a parent Q&A, and I thought I might show you one or two ways in which you can make the most of your parent silver membership for PlanBee, and how to find some really useful stuff as we continue with our home learning in the coming weeks. So we'll do that at 11:25. Then there is a chance to look at some work, and I'm really hoping, as we've done in previous sessions, that I'll get sent some photos, not only of children's work, but also photos of them working in their home learning environment. That would be really nice to see. Please only send those photos in if you are happy for us to share them, of course. So try to make sure that there's no surnames on any work, that kind of thing, but we would love to see those. So a little bit more housekeeping as people are arriving. Parents, you'll find a registration form in the description below this video, and we always encourage people to register. That helps us know who we're teaching and match up names to email addresses and YouTube accounts, and it's great that way we can easily follow up with parents afterwards if we need to with anything. There's also a link to some worksheets for today's session. Now, as I always say, you don't need those worksheets to take part. If you only have pen or pencil and some paper or a notebook, that's equally fine. And I'll show you how to use just whatever you've got. But if you have got the ability to download those worksheets from the link in the description and maybe just display them on a screen after today's session if you're carrying on with the learning, then they'll be really helpful. What else do we have? Oh, yes. Please share the link for home learning enrolment as well with any other parents. We'd love to get the word out there. We've worked really hard to get a load of stuff out that will help parents with home learning, and we want as many people to know about it as possible. So please do share the home enrolment link. And lastly, at the bottom of the description is our email address. Homelearning, that's all one word, homelearning@planbee.com. And that's where I'd love you to send photographs of your children working in their home learning environment, and some pictures, hopefully, of some children's lovely history work today. I'd really like to see those. We had a previous session last week with, we were doing some year 3-4 art, rainforest animals, and quite a few children I know who are here today also did that. And we've actually put up a blog on our website with all of the pictures of rainforest animals that we were sent in. So do have a look at planbee.com/blog, and you'll find, hopefully, if you took part in that rainforest animals session, your rainforest picture and those of others. So, I think now it's time for us to get started. And children, I asked you, how could Harvey here get in touch with his uncle in Australia about his school play? It was far too far for him to go and travel over to see him. So let's see some of your ideas. And I can see here that my two teacher colleagues, Abby and Emma, are here on the chat again, answering some of your questions and keeping an eye on the chat. Thank you for joining me. And they've already responded to some of your ideas. A letter, an email, FaceTime. Yes, I like that. FaceTime's a good suggestion as well. Lovely. Okay, welcome everybody who's turned up. Let's see if your ideas were the same as mine. Post a letter. Good. How many ideas did you think of? Did you think of any of these? Let's have a look. Write a letter. Oh yeah, well done. Teddy said that. And a few of you said that. Have a video chat. Yes, so like a FaceTime. Really good. Oh, a postcard. Nice suggestion, Miles. Hi, Poppy. Yes, you could send a text message or an email, or you could call on the phone. Lovely. I think you got all of those ideas there. Well done, everybody. I've got some questions for you. Have people always been able to send letters to each other? I wonder. Thinking back through history in the past, were people able to send letters? Have people always been able to talk on the phone? I wonder if we've always had phones. And have people always been able to send emails? What do you think? You can tell a partner now, or you can tell me. No, lots of people saying no. No, you don't think that people used to be able to use these means of communication. Well, lots of agreement here. Everyone's saying no. I'll read and you can follow along if you like. Let me move my camera. There we go. Thousands of years ago, the only way people had of communicating was through speaking to each other. Early people lived in caves or shelters. They sometimes painted pictures and symbols on the cave walls. Some historians think that these were just for decoration, but others believe that some of these paintings were messages and ways of telling things to other people. And can you see the people in this ancient civilization here? Some of them are making marks and painting on the walls of what must be a cave, I think, aren't they? Over thousands of years, people started living in bigger groups, and eventually there were big towns and cities. People needed to find other ways of getting information to other people, so they started to find ways of writing things down. One of the first writing systems was developed by the ancient Egyptians. Now, I bet we've got some history experts on the subject of ancient Egypt here today. Do you know anything about ancient Egypt? Have a little think. And Any ancient Egypt facts you can think of? You can tell a partner or maybe an adult who you're working with, or you can tell me now. I bet we know lots about ancient Egypt already. I'm just waiting to see if there's anybody going to tell me on the chat anything that they already know about ancient Egypt and ancient Egyptians. Oh, there we go. Yeah, probably one of the most famous things about ancient Egypt is the Great Pyramid, isn't it? The Egyptians had many pyramids, but the Great Pyramid at Giza is perhaps, I think it's the biggest one, isn't it? Good, okay. Oh, and look, there we go. The ancient Egyptians built huge pyramids out of stone. They had powerful kings called pharaohs. Oh, well done, Teddy and Miles. You said mummies. When people died, they wrapped them in bandages, and these are known as mummies. Well done. The paper they used was called papyrus. Ooh, I wonder if we'll find out about papyrus in a minute. Let's have a look. Good ideas, everybody. The ancient Egyptians were very clever and they found lots of new ways of doing things. They started writing things down about 5,000 years ago. Have a look at the picture on the next slide and see if you can see any ancient Egyptian writing. So we're going to look really closely and carefully now. Are you ready? Here we go. Oh, look at this. What do you see? Can you see any writing on here? If there is some writing, it's not like any writing that we normally do, is it? Well, let's have a look. Did you spot the writing? There it is. It's circled up here. The ancient Egyptians used a series of symbols to represent words and sounds. Very different to how we write, isn't it? And there they are, look at these symbols. This system of writing, oh, well done, the hieroglyphics, yes. This system was called hieroglyphics. That's a funny word, isn't it? Hieroglyphics. See if you can say it after me. Here we go. Hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics. Were you able to say it? I'm going to break it down into 4 different bits so that you can practice saying it with me. Here we go. So the first bit, higher, after me, higher, fix. And again, higher, fix. Let's put it together. Hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics. The first Egyptians started writing hieroglyphics on walls, then on stone or clay tablets. But these were heavy and difficult to send from place to place. Oh, look at this. Somebody had the right idea about how they wrote hieroglyphics, didn't they? They then found a new way of writing things down. They made sheets of papyrus. Papyrus was made by weaving reeds together. Where do you think the Egyptians might have found reeds? Where might they have found reeds to make papyrus, which was the first kind of paper? You can tell a partner or you can tell me in the chat while I'm reading here. Now that the Egyptians could make papyrus, they could easily send letters to other people and keep written records. Did you know that the word paper comes from papyrus? And it's got the first part, hasn't it, of the word paper in papyrus too. Oh, okay, some interesting ideas. Just starting to come in about where the Egyptians might have found these reeds. If you look really carefully in the background of this picture, you might see a clue about where reeds grow. Well done, yes. Reeds grow by rivers, or at least the type of reeds that the Egyptians often used to make papyrus. So many of the reeds used to make papyrus would have been found on the banks of the River Nile in Egypt. Very good. There they are, making papyrus. In ancient Egypt, not many people could read and write. People called scribes were taught to read and write. People would pay scribes to read and write letters for them, or to write records about how many crops they had grown, or how many animals they had in their flock. Being a scribe was a very difficult job. They had to learn over 700 symbols. Wow, that's a lot, isn't it? That's much more than we have to learn when we're learning the alphabet, the letters in the English language, isn't it? Does anybody know how many letters are in the English language? It's a lot less than the 700 symbols, isn't it, in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics? How many letters in the English language, you can tell me, or a partner? Wow, and look at this. It took up to 12 years to learn how to be a scribe. Oh, great. Somebody has told me how many. Lots of you telling me how many now. Let's see. Yes. Oh, you're all in agreement. 26. Did you say 26? Well done. There are 26 letters in the alphabet, aren't there? But 700 in hieroglyphics. Amazing. Oh, here we go. Let's look very carefully at this next slide. And big clue, I think we might be using this for today's task. Sometimes each symbol would represent a whole word. Other symbols were used to represent a sound, like our letters. And look at this. There are the 26 letters of our alphabet, except that we've got hieroglyphics, the hieroglyphics that represent each of those letters. Now, can you find the hieroglyphic that starts, the hieroglyphic that matches the letter that starts your name? Can you find it now? So, I'm Mr. Ryan, but my first name is Ollie, or Oliver. And so I'm looking for O. And yes, I found it. There we go. So there is the hieroglyph that starts my name. Oh, and we've gone to the end there, haven't we? Let me just go back here. Well, I hope you're all excited about the idea of using and drawing and writing some hieroglyphs of your own today, because that's today's main task. And I'm going to show you now what we're going to do. So, if you have downloaded today's worksheets, you'll find on there, that one of the sheets is this alphabet. Now don't worry, I'm also going to display this on the screen while you're working on your own, and while we're having a little parent Q&A as well. So you'll be able to look up at the screen and use this to help you while we're talking about home learning and things like that. And today's task is to write your name in hieroglyphs. And we write in a different direction when we're using hieroglyphs. I wonder if you've seen in the background behind me here. There. I've started writing my own name as a hieroglyph. Should we have a closer look? Here we are. Hopefully you can see that. This is my name as a hieroglyph. My name's Oliver. So here we go. I've got the letter O, L, I, V, E, R. What do you notice about the way that the letters go when we write in hieroglyphs? Normally, we write, don't we, from left to right. left to right and down the page. But there's something different about these hieroglyphs, isn't there? O, L, I, V, E, R. That's right, yes. They're underneath each other and not next to each other. We write down the page when we're writing in hieroglyphs. That's how the ancient Egyptians did it. You can probably see that I've decided to make a hieroglyph bookmark of my name. And I've done it by folding a piece of paper into the shape of a bookmark. But you might have a piece of card that you could use. Or you might just like to write your own hieroglyph of your name in your notebook. It's entirely up to you. I'd just like you to have a go today. And can you see I've started in pencil, but I might go over in pen once I'm happy with the hieroglyphs. So, today's task. You can fold or cut out a piece of paper into the shape of a long bookmark like this, or you can just write on a normal plain piece of paper, going down the page of course, or you could even write in your notebook or art book if you have something like that as well. So let's get today's hieroglyph alphabet back up on screen for you. So that you can see that now, I hope. There. Okay. And if you're ready, then it's time for you to start, children, okay? So, hieroglyph versions of your own name. Off you go. And we'll come back in a few minutes to hopefully look at some of your work, but also I've got a little bit of a hieroglyphics quiz challenge for people who finish early while we're waiting for some others to finish and hopefully send in pictures of their fantastic hieroglyph name bookmarks or pictures. So, now, it's time, as usual, while children are hopefully working a little bit more independently for a few minutes, to do our Q&A session. So if you have any questions about today's learning, home learning in general, using PlanBee, anything at all really to do with home learning education that you think I might be able to help you with, parents, please do ask now. I'm very happy to share and help wherever I can. And I'm also happy to tell you a little bit more about upcoming sessions, that kind of thing. So I'll just wait for a moment for those to come in now. I can't wait to see some of your hieroglyph words, your names today. And of course, you can share them, as Emma is telling you on the chat now, so you can copy and paste it if you like. You can send them to homelearning@planbee.com. And I think before the end of today's session, we should have time to see some work in progress. Of course, you can send them afterwards as well. It takes a little bit of time, doesn't it, to make a really beautiful picture that we're proud of, or a beautiful piece of hieroglyph writing. So you don't have to finish in time today, that's fine. You can carry on afterwards, and that's no problem at all. And you can send me your pictures anytime you like to homelearning@planbee.com. So I want to make sure that everybody has time to do some nice hieroglyphs of their own names today. So we will wait for a few minutes before we start sharing things. I don't believe we have any questions coming in just yet. So while children are working away, and I will continue to show the hieroglyphics alphabet up here on screen, I'll just draw your attention to one or two things that might help you with your future home learning that we have on PlanBee.com. I'm sure many of you have explored that already, parents. But I'll just show you one or two areas of the site that you might not be so familiar with. So let's shrink this right down now. So I'm just going to go off screen just for a moment. There. So I've got a little version of our website here because I've shrunk my window down. But it will look like this for you if you're looking on a tablet, but it'll look slightly different on desktop, obviously. So a few things that you might not be aware of. We are running a discount here for home learning. You use the code COVID-19 in your basket and that will give you 30% off any of our premium paid for resources. But you may know as well, if you've signed up for home learning enrolment, that we are sending out to parents a silver membership, which gives you some additional completely free schemes of work. And what we mean by schemes of work, they're packs or units of several lessons of learning. And normally on the website, they're priced somewhere between £10 and £14.50. But you get 3 of those as a parent who enrolls via our home learning enrolment form. And the link there is actually on the website. It's this one here, this parents button here will sign you up for that if you haven't already. We also have over 750 completely free resources, which are really, really good for home learning. And you can access them there on the homepage or on the menu. Click free and you can view them all here. There's our home learning packs, which have been incredibly popular. I think we've had over 15,000 downloads of those now. We've put those together especially to help people. There's one for Key Stage 1 and one for lower Key Stage 2, I think, and an upper Key Stage 2 one as well. There's also these free mini schemes, which we've put out a while ago for teachers to just try PlanBee before they buy for the first time, but you can too. And we're actually going to be doing one of those free mini schemes. There's a maths one, which we'll be doing on Friday for Year 3 and Year 4. And I encourage those of you with children around that age to join me on Friday at 11 AM for that. But the main bit here is the freebies, 750 plus freebies. And we've got tons of stuff, including this brand new teacher translator. Many of you, I should think, are downloading teaching resources to use at home, and you'll find that there's quite a bit of jargon that teachers like to use. And we've made this teacher translator specifically for parents doing learning at home, which breaks down what some of those weird acronyms and phrases that teachers like to use actually mean in plain speak. So hopefully that's helpful. But we've got posters, and we've got dozens of these brilliant brain teasers, which are a little bit like slideshows, but with several different brain teaser type activities, maths, English, puzzles, and they're a really great way to start the day or to put up when you fancy a break between longer bits of learning. They're good fun. There's lots of them. So you'll find hundreds of freebies there. Okay, and if you're interested in buying something as well, perhaps a complete scheme of work, well, of course, we've got hundreds of complete schemes of work and under every subject. So if you are interested, then, and you're not quite sure what you're after, then please do get in touch with me or any of our team at PlanBee.com. We've got live chat there and you can email us as well, and we'd be happy to advise you. So, what else have we got? Instagram and Twitter, of course. You can share your pictures on there and please spread the word to parents about it there as well. So, I can see that lots of you now have already sent in some pictures, and I'm going to have a little look and download some of these because I can't wait to see your hieroglyphs and share them with everybody else taking part today. Oh, there's some nice stuff here. Brilliant. It'll just take me a moment to download these. And then we'll share. Oh, it's nice to see so many of you back again. Hello, Ayana. I've just got your picture, Ayana, so we'll have a look at that in a moment. And welcome back, Yusuf, as well. Oh, we've got some really nice pictures today and some lovely hieroglyph writing. I cannot wait to share these with you. Nearly got them. Oh, some people have got some really colourful paper they're writing on today as well. Okay. Right then. Oh, really nice. Oh, and I've got, let's see, Cole and Rocco, I've got your finished work as well. Great. Okay. I was going to do a little quiz task while people were finishing, but I think what we'll do actually is we'll stop now and we'll have a look at some of the pictures that you've sent in, and then to wrap up today's session I'll show you how you can use some of the other worksheets to extend the learning, and we'll have a little game as well. Alright, so if you are still working, pens and pencils down for a minute, because I'm going to take this hieroglyph alphabet off the screen. And you can carry on after today's session, of course, making your hieroglyphs look as beautiful as possible. So here we go. Right. The first picture that we have today is, let's have a look. Let's have a look. The first person today is, Albert. Okay, let's have a look at Albert's hieroglyphs. And he's used the worksheet there. Look at that, lovely. Oh, very clear, and you've gone down the page, just like the Egyptians did. That's really nice. I wonder if you've written hieroglyphs before, Albert. It looks like you have. That's expertly done. Well done. And next we have, let's see, Poppy. Hello, Poppy. And, oh, I like this. You've written this. You've done some really small, neat hieroglyphs here. Oh, I can't. Let's try that again. Oh, there we go. There we go. This is Poppy's name written in hieroglyphs going down the page. Oh. And of course, oh yeah, you have 3 P's in your name, don't you there? Oh, and you've got an O, like I have at the start of my name. Very nice. Next we have, I think we have Ayana. Yes, we do. Oh, Ayana's used some colour as well. Oh, let's shrink that down so we can see it. Very nice, going down the page as well. Well done. I wonder what other words you could make with hieroglyphs, Ayana. Thank you for sending that in. And next we have Yusuf. Welcome back as well, Yusuf. Where's your picture gone? I thought I had your picture. Where is it? Ah, there we go. There is Yusuf's lovely hieroglyph going down the page as well. Well done. Excellent. Thank you. Big smile. And next we have Miles. This must be Miles. Hello, Miles. Thank you very much for joining me for today's session again. And there we are. Look at Miles' lovely hieroglyph there. M-I-L-E-S. Very nice, Miles. And we've got Teddy as well, haven't we? Where's Teddy? There's Teddy. Hi, Teddy. Colourful blue paper. And I love your hieroglyph there. Oh, and I can see, there we go, there's the double D in Teddy. T-E-D-D-Y. Very nice. Thank you. And let's have a look. We'll have a look at this really quickly. I'm just going to go back to Albert again because he's also had a go, which I really like, at writing another word in hieroglyphs here. I wonder if anybody can work out what that word is. Let's zoom in a bit, shall we, on Albert's other word. I wonder if we can work out what it is. So we've got a long curly line here. And we've got... Oh, I think this might be a bird here. And we've got what I think is a semicircle. Yes, I can see the flat base of the semicircle here and the curved top of it there. Does anyone have any idea what it might be? Oh, one or two suggestions on the chat there. It is cat. Well done. Yes, C-A-T. Well, we've got some experts here who are really good at translating hieroglyphs as well. That's fantastic. Well done, everybody. homelearning@planbee.com. If you've got something you want to send in, please do. Couple more to go today. Let's have a look. We've got... Who have we got? We looked at Miles, didn't we? And Teddy. Cole and Rocco. Welcome back, Cole and Rocco. Let's have a look. Big smiles again. There we go. And coloured in as well. That's really nice. Hello again and welcome back, Cole and Rocco. I love your colourful hieroglyphs. Really nice. That's great, lovely. Any more? Let's have a quick look. Yes, we do. Here we go. So this is... Callie. If I can get this... Come on, download. There we go. Callie. Oh, I love it. You've made a bookmark. Fantastic. Welcome, Callie, and thank you for sharing your colourful bookmark there. That's lovely. Really nice. We have time for one or two more, I think. Let's have a look. And let's see, this is Khadija. Khadija, I hope I said your name correctly, Khadija. Welcome, thank you for joining us. And let's have a look. Oh, really nice. Goodness, and your name is a little bit longer than some of the other people who've joined us today. So you had more hieroglyphs to write there, didn't you? Well done, Khadija. Very nice. Okay. Okay, so we're going to finish up today's live learning session in just a few minutes. It was so nice to see your work today. Please do, if you do any more hieroglyphs, or if you're just finishing but haven't quite finished yet, please do send them in to me at homelearning@planbee.com if you're happy to share them and for us to share them too. And what I will do is I will put these up on our blog, just like we did with the rainforest pictures. We will put these up on planbee.com/blog in the next day or two so that you can see everyone's work again and your own. To finish today, I've got a bit of a challenge for you. My challenge is whether you can work out some of the words that I've written in hieroglyphics. So, to help you, I'm going to show you this. This is one of the extra worksheets that you can use after today's session. These are cards, word cards, and you might like to cut them out and you can play a little game, which is write the word in hieroglyphs. So do that without letting anybody else know, your partner who you're playing with, which card you've chosen. You might secretly choose one of these cards and write that word as hieroglyphs. Now there are shorter words on blue cards here, which hopefully you can see there. And there are some slightly longer words which I'm going to use in a moment. And there's even longer words here on the red cards. And you could use those to play the hieroglyphs game yourself. Pick a card secretly, write the hieroglyph and challenge a partner to guess. Let's play now. I've chosen one of these cards in purple or slightly pink, and I've written it down. Here's my first hieroglyph card. If I can show you, where can I show you? Here, there we go, there it is. There's my first hieroglyph. I wonder which word I chose. Can you work it out now? Tell me on the live chat if you can figure it out. I'll come out a bit there. There we go. Which word? Which one of these words? It's a 4-letter word, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Which 4-letter word have I written? Look at these cards now and see if you can work it out. Tell me on the chat. Oh, first answer is in. Let's just wait for a couple more. See what people think. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lots of you said swim. And well done. Yes, the word was swim. Here's another one. This time in red. Oh, I've written another 4-letter word here. There we go. It's 4 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and I notice, maybe you have as well, a little bit like Poppy's name. There's a double letter in here. That's a clue, isn't there? A double letter. 2 are the same. I wonder which word I've written here. Answers in the live chat now, or tell a partner. Which of these words might it be? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was book. Well done. Oh, you're experts at this game. Very good. I think it would be great fun to play with a partner, actually, and maybe even some words of your own afterwards. One more. This time I've done it in green. Here we go. Looking at my screen now. Oh, this is a 5-letter word this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which word have I written? Which word have I written? It's a 5-letter word. You could look at the first and last letter maybe to help you. Which word on these purple cards have I written? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lots of you have said night. And you're correct. Well done. We've got hieroglyphics experts here today, haven't we? Fantastic. So there we go. That was just a little example of how you can use those cards to play a game. I hope you enjoyed today's session. We're going to wrap up now. Don't forget homelearning@planbee.com if you would like to send in pictures of your hieroglyphs. Very well done, everybody. I've really enjoyed taking part in today's session with you. Lots of great comments and answering questions and pictures too. As I said, planbee.com/blog. I will put those up in the next couple of days. Don't forget to share, spread the word on Instagram, Twitter, and all of that good stuff. We'd really appreciate it. We want as many parents as possible to benefit from these sessions. And if you check your email that we sent if you enrolled via the enrolment link below, you will find a timetable has been sent out to you with the remaining sessions on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday this week. I hope to join some of you again on those sessions, but it's time for us to finish. So, thank you. As always, it's been an absolute honour to do this for you today, and lovely to see some of you back. Thank you to Emma and Abby for manning the chat and answering lots of your questions and helping as well. And I hope to see some of you again next time. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye.